the TeamClearCoat podcast. We're two friends finally doing something about our obsession with cars.
We're probably not doing it well, but it should be fun, and we might actually learn something along the way. I'm Dave.
And I'm Ian, and this is our show.
Ian. Ian sipping out of a Team Clearcoat mug. If you want a Team Clearcoat mug, you can go to Spreadshirt. I'm Dave.
I'm Ian.
This is a Team Clearcoat podcast.
Yes.
Ian, we got stuff to talk about today.
We do have stuff to talk about. You said you were going to lead us off.
FMK Cars is a game that Ian and Dave play on the Team Clearcoat podcast.
Oh, we're just going right into that. Do you want me to do that?
It's based on the classic game Fuck, Marry, Kill.
Am I ruining another perfect take?
Every take we have is perfect, Ian.
I know.
We're like the parent to the child. It's like, you are the most beautiful boy in school.
Yeah. FMK Cars is a game that we play on the show. It's based on the classic game of Fuck, Marry, Kill, but we play it with cars instead of people because we're nice. F means you drive it for a day. M means it's your daily driver. K means it goes to the crusher immediately.
So I'm going to give you 3 cars in just a minute, but I was listening to a podcast that's better than ours.
But you repeat yourself.
I was listening to the Doughboys podcast. It's a podcast about chain restaurants.
Oh.
And it's by 2 comedians, Nick Weiger, Mike Mitchell.
Okay.
And it's really funny, and they fight a lot on the show, and it's funny. But it got me thinking. They recently reviewed a restaurant, and it got me thinking about. Remember when we were talking about cars as albums, or like the Toyota Camry is a Peter Frampton of music, or cars as brands as film directors?
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember any of those off the top of your head? Who was Ron Howard? Was that Audi?
I think so.
Right?
Yeah, something like that.
Because there was just great joy in just simply doing a job well.
Right, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So this got me thinking, cars that are chain restaurants.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. All right. So first up, you get a car, and then you can only eat at that restaurant. Okay.
So these are all American cars, I'm guessing.
Nope.
Okay. All right.
But you're going to get it. Okay. First up. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Fiat 500L.
Oh, God.
Let me pull it up on the browser so that people can see it. Okay.
Oh, why would you do that to people?
What if you had to guess what chain restaurant the Fiat 500L was? What would you think it is?
A Fiat 500L.
Yeah.
I mean, something horrendous.
You're thinking about it correctly.
Yeah. Olive Garden.
You're exactly right. You can only eat at Olive Garden, Ian.
Oh, my God. I mean, I'm going to crush that now.
Just wait.
So I did a long time ago, about almost 10 years ago, I did this leadership class in Oklahoma City for young leaders.
Oh, wow.
Don't know how.
How'd that work out for you?
Don't know how I got into that. But I did it, and the first day they take you to Olive Garden? No, I went on like a 10-minute rant in front of the whole class about Olive Garden and how terrible it is.
Okay.
That was my introduction to all of these people who were all way more qualified to be there than me.
Okay.
And I was just the short, angry person yelling about Olive Garden for some reason.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I might have messed with the headphones.
Okay.
Yeah, I was turning my air conditioning off so we didn't have crazy noise coming.
It's the future.
It is the future.
So, all right.
Yeah.
Olive Garden. Okay. Olive Garden.
I do love the idea of, like, whenever you're in those settings where it's like, okay, well, we're going to go around the room and you're going to say your name, where you're employed, and, you're just something interesting about yourself. And it's like,
well, let me tell you,
Ian, Olive Garden can suck a dick.
Not far off of how that happened, to be honest.
I could just picture 25-year-old just full of piss and vinegar Ian.
Yeah.
Rally, like Rage Against the Machine in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were all like, well, we got a veteran. Because I was like the first person. And then, yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm a dumbass.
Fiat 500L, Olive Garden. Okay.
Got it.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the worst version of Italian.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right. Up next, Mitsubishi
Uh-huh.
Mirage.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
What restaurant do you think that this is going to be? Get you a little Mirage there. And for this, I want you to think about the company Mitsubishi as a whole.
Yeah.
Okay.
Struggling, small,
Not small.
used to be. I don't know. This is tough.
Cheesecake Factory.
How is this the Cheesecake
Because
Factory?
Mitsubishi makes air conditioners, televisions, a Mirage, probably
Okay.
probably dress pants.
No, yeah, no, I get it. No, that's
Right?
a great. Yes, I get
Okay.
it.
You try
Because the Cheesecake Factory menu, if you've never had the pleasure of going, is like this thick. This is the Cheesecake
Yeah.
Factory menu.
yeah,
It's this big. I'm holding up a huge book.
right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
I will say I've had
that's how you know that it's good food because they do so much.
right, exactly. Just like the Mitsubishi Mirage is great because Mitsubishi does so much.
Right.
I will say I have been to Cheesecake Factory and had things that were good, but then again, it's
No,
a
I have
place
not.
that serves food, so they better.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That place is awful.
Uh,
This is already terrible. But Olive Garden is seriously my least favorite place on earth. So,
Toyota
there's no way it can be worse.
Camry. Okay.
This is just some foods. This is gonna be like Applebee's,
Nope.
Chili's.
Nope.
The Toyota Camry is just some car. So
And-
this is gonna be just some food, right?
Panera Bread.
Panera Bread. I think that's wrong. I think Panera Bread is a little too. It's a little too pretentious
You think so?
for the Camry.
For the Camry?
yeah, I think it might be.
What would you have for a Toyota Camry? What's the
I think it'd be like Applebee's, like the exact like zero of a restaurant,
okay.
or even
Okay.
like Denny's.
Oh, Village Inn maybe?
Village Inn is a little too quirky, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah,
I don't know.
but I don't know. Panera Bread could work. Panera Bread could work.
Okay, for the sake of this Panera Bread, but then I want to get into this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's important work.
Yeah, it is. And somebody in a blanket fort needs to do it somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the choices are the 500L at
Yes.
Olive Garden, which is already dead.
Yep.
The
Okay.
Toyota Camry at Panera Bread, and then the Mirage Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah.
The problem is with Cheesecake Factory that if I ate at Cheesecake Factory, I would be too heavy to be transported by a Mitsubishi Mirage.
That's good. I didn't intend that. Way to read into that more. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's an issue. That's going to be a problem.
It is.
I
Yeah.
was really hoping you were going to do I was thinking much more literal about this, and I thought
Okay.
you were going to do I don't know, a Yukon XL for Fuddruckers. You know, just,
okay.
just fat.
Right. Right. Or Outback Steakhouse and Bloomin' Onions,
Yeah.
which are like 3,000 something calories.
They are delicious though.
Well, yeah, it's nothing but fried onion and breading and dip and fat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it turns out things that taste good taste good.
Yeah.
You know what else is great? Heroin. But no one should do that. No one should do that. I told you about when I was in Pennsylvania and I got sweet potato fries with my hamburger. And
I don't think you've told me this.
okay. And maybe I haven't told it on the show. I was in Pennsylvania, in Johnstown, where my mother grew up. Right, very rural. Right, am I saying that right?
Rural juror.
Rural juror.
Yeah.
Right, very rural. We were at a burger joint, right? And I got sweet potato fries, and they said, well, what do you want to dip them in? And I said, just ketchup. And they go, oh, well, normally people get either maple syrup or marshmallow fluff.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. And this is when my father was still alive.
Marshmallow fluff.
Marshmallow fluff. Yeah. You want to feel really good about your body? Go to Johnstown, Pennsylvania. Yeah. So I was like, well, when in Rome, I guess syrup. And she was like, okay, because I mean, like, you know, like sweet potato syrup, you can see it like yams, right?
Yeah,
Right? You know, like,
a bit.
yeah, right? You kind of get, you can, it's not like she was like, do you want Tide Pods, you know,
Yeah.
to dip your sweet potatoes in? So like I was like, all right. So I took a bite and my dad was like, is it good? I was like, yeah, it's good, but like, so is heroin. Like, no one should ever do it.
Yeah,
No one should ever do it.
that's terrible.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
All right.
yeah.
All right. I've got my answer.
Okay. All right.
I am going to marry the Camry
Okay.
and Panera Bread, which I do not like.
Okay.
Um,
I do like Panera Bread.
and then I will, for a day, drive the Mirage
Okay.
at Cheesecake Factory,
Okay.
and I'll just eat one of everything, and then slip into a coma and die, and then I never have to drive either of them again.
Okay. All right. Okay. So yeah. So if a Toyota Camry as
What
a
would
restaurant.
you What would you do with those options?
Oh, I would kill the Fiat 500L
Yeah.
immediately. Yeah. Yeah. So
Because again,
yeah.
Olive Garden
yeah.
is hell on earth.
I
You
would
should never go there.
I would marry the Camry and Panera Bread. Yeah.
Yeah, I
for
think
sure.
That's
Yeah.
the only option.
Yeah. If you had to pick what car was Waffle House, what do you think it would be?
Waffle House. Does
Yeah.
it have to be a current? Like, we'll just keep it to new cars.
You know, I mean, we can keep it to new cars, you know, we can keep it to anything. Waffle House, I was thinking, like, I mean, Daewoo isn't in business anymore.
Camaro
A Camaro? Okay. Okay, yeah.
or a Charger or a Challenger.
Right. Well, no, I think a Challenger isn't quite as dependable as a Camaro. I think a thing about Waffle House, because you know about the whole like FEMA Waffle House assessment, where they say like they can assess a natural disaster or like state of emergency
Yeah.
by the Waffle House.
Like
Like if it's open and they're serving a full menu, like it's not that bad.
right.
And if they're open and it's serving a limited menu, it's like, oh shit. And then if it's closed, it's like, holy shit. Like, yeah, like this
Yeah.
is bad. This is bad.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Waffle House is amazing, and I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
it's unassuming,
Yeah.
and the Camaro is like actually like one of the best performance cars right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's
Maybe a-
unassuming and has kind of like rednecky roots.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's a good pairing.
Yeah, it is. Maybe a Camaro RS.
I don't think they've made that for quite some time.
No, they brought back the RS, didn't they?
I don't.
Yeah.
Maybe for a minute, but I
Yeah.
think, yeah, you might be right.
I thought it was big news that they brought back the RS.
Yeah, you might be right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was more thinking like the V6 1LE or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. The V6 1LE. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because speed is something. I mean, like you get your food freaking quick at Waffle House.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay. All right.
All right. What about? I'll give you one.
Okay. All right.
Let's go. Taco Bell.
Yeah, I had that on my list. I was trying to think about it. I think Taco Bell is a Nissan Altima.
Okay.
Because no, I think it's a Nissan Versa.
I think there's a cleverer answer to this.
Okay.
In the same class,
Okay.
Fiesta.
No, I don't.
Fiesta. Because of the name and the Spanish and it's Mexican food.
Show's over.
So why the Versa?
Why specifically Nissan?
Uh-huh.
My brain. So with Taco Bell, it's all just the same, like 7 ingredients, just mixed up in a whole bunch of different ways. And that's actually how I view Nissan.
Okay.
Right? All the switchgear, everything. It's all Nissan Renault, right?
Yeah.
And the Versa is just the absolute cheapest. Oh, there's a switchgear over here for like a millionth of a penny. Like,
Yeah.
throw it in.
No, I like that answer. Okay.
Right?
I like
Yeah.
that reasoning.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yours was funnier. Mine was
Well, more well thought out. Yeah, it's true.
Okay. All right.
All right, let's do one last one.
Okay. Let's see here. What about
Hooters.
it
It's a G-Wagon.
is absolutely a G-Wagon. I was gonna. Oh, I had one. What is it? What about like a higher end restaurant like a Houston's? Because that's a chain.
I don't know what a Houston's is.
Oh, okay.
Like a Ruth's Chris, is that what
yeah,
you're talking about?
like a Ruth's Chris. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's going to be like like a Mercedes E-Class.
Right?
Right?
Yeah.
Not quite S-Class,
Right.
but it's not slumming it down in the C-Class.
Right, exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
we're not Ted's Montana Grill here.
No, come on, please.
Right.
Sir.
Which actually has a fantastic vanilla milkshake.
I-
Thing I like about Ted's
Uh-huh.
in the bathroom, you would be right at home in a Ted's Montana Grill bathroom.
I don't think I've ever been to one.
You should go.
Yeah.
In the bathroom, in the soap dispenser, they just have borax.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know, like it's very like that's Ian right there. Like you Weetabix cereal. You find cereal on eBay that hasn't been made for 70 years. You're washing your hands with borax. You know.
What's it, on the count of 3, we'll say our favorite breakfast cereals.
Oh,
1, 2, 3.
peanut
Crispix.
butter Captain Crunch.
That's how you know that your cereal is bullshit, is that it takes like a sentence to get it out.
No, it's peanut butter Captain Crunch. Oh, and it just fucking destroys the roof of your mouth.
Ugh,
Yeah,
I can't do sugary.
yeah.
All right. Anyway, all right. Well, that
I
was
like
fun.
cars as restaurants. And listeners, if you can think of a car as a restaurant as car, send it in. Yeah, let us know. TeamClearCoat@gmail.com.
Perfect.
Or Team Clearcoat Automotive Crisis Line 720-515-1391.
I like it.
Yeah, or tweet it at us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's move on to serious things.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Serious automotive journalists. Legitimate.
Oh, yeah. We are legitimate automotive
Legitimate.
journalists, Ian.
We have somehow not
Yeah.
been disinvited from
Rocky Mountain Automotive Press.
yes, and so
Yeah.
we will be attending a press event that they do every year where you get to drive a bunch of cars and then you do reviews and
Press.
and whatnot.
Yes.
So this is the list of cars, and I will read it also
Yes.
for
our listeners.
our listeners. Mazda 6.
Mazda M5. Let's alternate. Mazda. They say Mazda M5. I'm wondering if that's the Mazda
I
MX-5.
think that's supposed to be the MX-5.
Okay.
BMW M5.
We're very excited about that.
You don't need to suggest that one. We're going to try to do as much as we can with that one.
Yeah. Volkswagen Jetta SEL 2019.
Oh, yeah. These are all, everything so far has been 2018.
Yeah.
A Volkswagen Tiguan SEL 4Motion 2018.
Volkswagen Alltrack 2018.
Interesting. Kia Stinger 2018. Doesn't say GT. Don't know which model we're getting.
It actually doesn't matter. Like, we're going
Yeah.
to drive that anyway.
Yeah.
Subaru Ascent.
2019, yeah.
Yep. My coworker is very excited about us driving that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
She is hyped about the big Subaru.
One person. All right.
Yep.
Subaru Burz 2018.
Volvo XC40 2018.
A 2018 Jeep Wrangler Sahara.
Jack Nicholson for One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Jeep Cherokee Trailhawk 2018.
A Ram 1500 Longhorn Crew Cab 2019.
Fiat 500X 2018.
And a Chrysler Hybrid, Pacifica Hybrid.
Our beloved Pacifica Hybrid.
Yes, but we've had a lot of time with that one. So,
we have.
So if there's something on that list that you are very interested in us driving and getting our opinion on, or you think we're really going to hate it and you think it'll be funny, let us know. Or if there's something that you care about, let us know.
Maybe Nissan pulled out of this because they saw us farting in a Rogue.
That thought has definitely crossed my mind.
I wonder if there's a car list for us and a car list for everybody else. Because Fiat Chrysler likes us. Subaru likes us,
Yeah.
right? Volkswagen doesn't know we exist.
No.
BMW doesn't know we exist.
No.
And Mazda's just literally up for anything.
They are. It's the best.
This will be the first Volvo we've had in a press fleet.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We should probably do that one.
Yeah.
Even though we're not interested in that car in particular, we should check that out.
We should at least check it out. Yeah. So we're going to, we would love listener feedback on this. Although, yes, yeah. They'll be hearing, as a listener, you're hearing this about a week before Ian and I are going to be driving these.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see here. So we're going to take, the list and kind of feel things out, and then we're going to look for producing some content around this, video content around.
Yeah,
this.
and watch us around the what is it, the 22nd, 23rd?
Yep.
23rd,
Yeah,
24th,
somewhere around there. Yeah.
That week, we'll be doing live stuff. And
Yeah, live stuff, photos, Instagrams,
Woo!
Yep.
Content!
Yeah. Hot tent is what we're going to be piping out there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Into the faces.
You okay? But did you finish this coffee?
I did.
Oh, wow.
I finished it. But I had a beer before that. So now I'm just...
Beer before coffee,
I'm just-
never a toffee?
I'm basically just now back to where I started.
Right, like ground hum.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're 60 hertz now.
I should have had 2 coffees.
Okay.
That's
all right.
what I needed.
And a little meth.
It's
yeah.
true.
Yeah, so listeners, if you're interested in any of these, let us know, because we're excited to drive a few of them.
Yeah, and we're going to try to... So last year we did this and we kind of drove everything.
Yeah.
And just kind of went crazy.
Right.
And I think this year we're going to try to focus a little bit, pick a few things, and maybe like actually produce something.
Yep.
This year.
Besides us getting ice cream in a Pacifica.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Moving on
Yes.
to more silly things again.
Yes.
So last week
Uh-huh.
we talked about the group that someone saw.
Yeah.
Who saw that?
Our buddy Andrew saw a
Andrew.
group of Polaris slingshots, and we coined the term a Docker of slingshots.
Which is genius. I literally just thought of it like halfway home from your house last week
Uh-huh.
and just started cracking up. Like, it's so perfect.
But my favorite thing about the show is the stuff that we don't even think about before the show that just shows up.
And the
Kicks in the door like the Kool-Aid guy. Docker of slingshots.
The best part about your riff on that was saying
Our riff in.
that
Ian.
well, but you thought of it was the that it was the investment group
Oh, yeah, the investment group that finally hit it big.
and got rid of their segues, which is perfect. Perfect.
You can
Because
tell me.
because they already had too much money
Right.
and no style. And now they have way too much money and really no style.
And this is just the next logical step for those folks.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
I think you nailed that.
Thank you. Thank you.
And so this got me thinking, and
Yeah.
I think we're probably not the first people to do this. I didn't bother to look it up. But the names of groups of cars.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I'm going to start with an example that I thought of today because I saw one.
Okay.
I saw a gentleman filling up his G-Wagon, his G550.
Okay. All right.
And-
I have an idea for those, but go on.
What's your first thought on that one?
I was thinking a CrossFit of G-Wagons.
No, that is incorrect.
Okay, what is it?
The correct answer is a kilo of G-Wagons.
Oh, shit, that's perfect. That's perfect. A kilo of G-Wagons.
A kilo of G-Wagons.
Yes.
So the idea, again, here is to do a murder of crows or a herd of bison or whatever.
Right.
So this next one is a little bit tricky because if you're general about it, it's one name.
Oh,
And then
okay.
if you're more specific,
Uh-huh.
it's a different name.
Okay, all
Okay.
right.
So I'm trying to think of an example of that, but like in the animal world.
Okay.
But basically, you would have a tote bag of Subarus.
Okay,
Because they're all
yeah.
NPR listeners.
Yes,
A
yes.
tote bag of Subarus.
A tote bag of Subarus. That's fantastic.
But if it's WRXs,
Right.
it becomes a cloud.
A cloud or, a cloud, a vape shop of Subarus. Yeah, a
Yeah.
cloud of Subarus.
A cloud of
A
Subarus.
cloud of WRXs, a tote bag of Subarus.
Correct.
Tote bag of Imprezas, cloud of WRXs.
Yeah, as soon as they are WRXs, it becomes a cloud.
You're exactly right. You're exactly right.
Mustangs. Any guesses?
Is there a name for a whole bunch of tipped over human beings that have been struck by a car?
I believe it's called a massacre, which is what I went with. A massacre of Mustangs.
A massacre of Mustangs. Nice, nice. Okay.
It's like a murder of crows.
Yeah.
Sobs.
Oh God.
If you just saw a whole bunch of sobs
Yeah.
rolling together.
Yeah. Oh man, what would that be? Just tell me.
All right. Well, a lot of times when you see like car groups rolling down the street together,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, those guys are up to no good.
Right.
But if you saw a whole bunch of sobs rolling down the street, you'd be like, they're working together. They're all going to get home.
An IKEA of sobs?
It's a support group of
A
sobs.
support group of sobs. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Group.
Yeah,
And
I would or call it a Billy of sobs.
Yeah.
The Billy bookcase. Yeah.
Yes. My last one is a little lateral,
Okay. All right.
but stick with me.
Okay.
So I don't know if anyone read from like a week or 2, 3 weeks ago now, maybe, that a great, awesome profile of Gwyneth Paltrow that was in the New York Times.
No.
It was awesome.
Okay.
Everyone should go read it. But Gwyneth Paltrow also has this like horrendous lifestyle brand.
Yeah, Goop. Yeah.
And it's all like
Put
a
a jade egg in your vagina.
Yeah.
That was a real thing that she endorsed.
There's also like steaming your vagina.
Yep.
Just all lots of stuff you shouldn't do to a vagina, to be honest.
Yeah.
And then like crystals and all that sort of shit.
Yeah.
And so I think you have a goop of Range Rovers.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Right?
Yeah, I really like that, Ian.
Which brings me
to an FMK car.
cars. All right, so this one's called Birds of a Feather.
Okay.
You join a car owners group.
Okay.
And you complete every journey with all of them.
Okay.
And you roll deep. Like wherever you're going, they're coming in with you. Like if you're running errands, they're all coming into the grocery store with you.
Okay.
All right. So
Okay.
this is your crew
All right.
from now on. And it can be your existing friends.
Sure.
But we all drive the same car and we all take on the
group.
group that you think of, right?
Okay.
All right. So I think this is I want you to get your thoughts on each of these as we go.
Okay.
Because I have a feeling that you may change as we go.
Okay.
That it may change. All right.
Okay.
Nissan Juke.
Okay.
The Nissan Juke.
The Juke. So we are. What is the name of our group? The Juke Boxes?
I didn't bother to think of names
The Juke.
for these. A group of Jukes.
I would say a swarm of Jukes because they kind of look like hornets.
A swarm of Jukes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I would almost say. So I think the Juke was bought by people who were like your aunt who bought you the Kama Sutra for your birthday, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So like a co-op of Jukes
There you go.
is kind of where I'm more
a
leaning,
commune of Jukes.
like a commune of Jukes.
How about a cuddle group of Jukes?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
That's perfect.
Okay.
So I think like this is a car that I think gets like it's no longer being made, but like
Right.
I think people kind of are dismissive of it
Right.
out of hand, but I think it's should be celebrated in that it's very strange.
Yeah, I actually really like the Juke. I think it's funky and weird,
Yeah.
and
I'm happy that it existed.
Yeah. Yep.
I would never ever buy one.
Exactly. And yeah.
But I would also never buy a family member the Kama Sutra. But I'm
Right.
glad that those people exist.
right. You do you, weird ant.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you made this? Really? Yeah. All right. Toyota Camry.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. You guys will talk about nothing.
Okay.
I'm guessing.
Yeah. A Costco cheese pizza of Camrys.
Just a Costco of Camrys
Uh-huh.
is perfect.
Yeah.
A Costco of Camrys.
Okay.
A bulk of Camrys.
All right. Okay.
A gross of Camrys.
Okay. All right.
And then the last.
Actually, I would call a Camry a Sam's Club. Yeah.
Oh. Shade. Bulk shopping shade being thrown over here.
Yeah.
Watch out.
Yeah, because this black card member doesn't want to be associated with it. Go on.
Do you remember last week when you were like, I would never talk about my status on airlines or anything like
Well,
that?
when it means literally nothing, then it's the best to talk about.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And the last.
I giggled at your rhodium status today.
The last one will be a cloud of WRX.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So the other thing you have to think, the other aspect of this is that when you roll up with all of these people, the place you're arriving, the people there are going to instantly judge,
right,
and assess like, oh wow, there's a lot of Camrys here all of a sudden,
right.
Although actually, that would be the most innocuous one, right? Because people would just be like, a lot of cars just arrived.
Right, exactly.
That doesn't look like anything to me.
Yeah. I was talking to my buddy Steven leaving work the other day, and I was like, Steven, the automotive landscape is a bell curve. And I was like, at the top, we have this. And it was in the parking lot at work, it was Subaru Forester, Ford Escape, Subaru Forester, like all four right in a row, right? Oh, they're just cars. They just showed up, right? Yeah. I had a friend of mine that had a Mini Cooper, and I did some like Mini Cooper club rides with her. And whenever the Mini Cooper group would go somewhere, it was like the staff was just like, oh, like nobody's going to go hard today. Like nobody's going to be throwing up in the chips and salsa.
Right.
You know? It was like the most mild-mannered.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I may have to kill my cloud of WRXs because I can't do it.
Yeah.
It's
a lot of energy, probably.
They're fine, but if someone gave me one, I'd just turn it around and sell it.
Really?
Yeah. If someone gave me one, I would straight up just sell it. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I think there's a lot to be said, like that we were talking about last week, for not being the cliche.
Yeah.
So, God, am I marrying a Camry and 2 FMK cars this evening? I don't know. I think I might marry the Juke.
I think you've chosen well.
And then F the Camry. Yeah.
I would marry the Juke, but F the WRX for a day.
Okay.
But I'm more comfortable being obnoxious than you.
Do you know what retail establishment just makes me think of Toyota Camrys?
What's that?
Just Barnes & Noble bookstores.
Yeah.
Maybe the Toyota Camrys restaurant is any food you could get at a Barnes & Noble bookstore.
A Cliff Bar.
Yeah. Right? Just weird chocolate-covered cherries.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. No,
Right.
I like that, Ian. I like that. Yeah. So you would do the WRX for a day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, can't do it, man.
Oh, it's sleepy in
I should have
here.
had some coffee. Okay, what else we got?
We have another dispatch.
Oh, we have another Chris batch.
Another Chris batch.
Yeah.
From a buddy Chris.
Yeah.
At an undisclosed location. Undisclosed.
This is my favorite thing that we've ever done on the show.
It's
his fucking pictures, man. So great.
So Chris, if you don't know, is my friend, and he works at a car dealer that will not be named. And he he notices that people bring their cars in for service with just weird shit in them, and he sends us pictures of usually his face and whatever they have rolling around. And so this one prompted a question for me. I mean, all of them prompt questions, but now I'm like getting into kind of the details. I'm kind of like now getting into the weeds of this a little bit.
Yeah, getting in the muck.
What? You sit down at the beginning of the day.
Right.
And you think, oh boy, I've got a lot of just like weird, disparate things to do today. But at how badly is your day going logistically that you end up with a single watermelon and
then an oil change.
Right. Like what is going on in that person's day? Like, how did that happen?
Yeah. Why is there not a bag of other stuff?
Right. Yeah, it would make
Right?
sense if there was like more groceries.
Right.
Oh, I've got a bunch of stuff I got to run and do.
Right, but then you would do that
or some
after the
dry
oil
cleaning
change
or something. But
Yeah.
just
Just
a
one watermelon.
just a watermelon.
That's real. That person's gonna take that watermelon home and fuck it.
They were just tenderizing it in the car,
Yeah,
doing some hard
you-
braking.
You should have checked to see if the seat heaters were on. Yeah. 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 It's
Chris, never stop.
yeah. It's like the weird like, fried kid that just buys like, 3 things of keyboard cleaner. Like,
Right. Right,
Just
exactly.
one watermelon. What are you buying today? Just a pickle and a car battery.
True. And you've sent this to me like 3 times.
I have. I bet. I learned how Google Hangouts work.
Oh, so funny.
I never stop sending us pictures, Chris.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a couple other pictures. Our buddy Kelly in Missouri, my home state, sent them to us. Fucking Missouri, you're letting me down. You're letting me down, Missouri. It's Missouri. Okay, first up,
How bad could it be?
if I gave you 3 letters,
Uh-huh.
right, and those 3 letters are GVY, what word do you think of when you just hear those 3 letters?
Govy, like a government employee.
Okay, all right. I think gravy.
Gravy,
Right.
because you're always hungry.
Right.
Yeah.
GVY.
Yeah. But you're adding another consonant sound
Right,
in there.
Right.
Which seems like cheating.
Well, it takes me to this person's license plate. FLNGRV. Oh, GRV.
Groove.
Right. Yeah. Feeling groovy.
Feeling groovy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I don't really have a problem with this.
Yeah.
It's just that GRV, like, you have more letters. You can go 7 letters deep on a Missouri custom license plate. You don't have. You're not stuck at 6.
Well, but maybe someone was already feeling groovy before them.
That is very possible. Although in Missouri, no. I can say that this individual in Missouri is the only one feeling gravy.
Great feeling gravy.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. Then lastly, from Kelly, thank you for sending these to us, Kelly. This Ford Escape, man. So they have a license plate that says MNLY-MN, manly man.
Or they're mainly from Minnesota.
Right. Mainly from Minnesota. And I think Kelly had tweeted this, and somebody had replied, that it's just the most Minnesota license plate they've ever seen.
Yeah, it could be. It
Yeah.
could be.
Yeah.
But I don't think so.
No.
I think that is a person who thinks they are a manly man, and yet not manly enough to change their rear windshield wiper, which is very streaky.
It is super streaky.
That needs to be changed, sir.
And this is one of those things where it's like, okay, I see the license plate.
Mm-hmm.
I want to just observe this person, like, order coffee at a coffee shop
Right.
to like determine where my judgment should go, because this is only met with like eyes narrowing from me. Right?
Oh, really?
It's not met with like a weird reaction. I need more information to render judgment.
Oh, I go straight to judgments. It is a surprise to no one. My initial reaction is just, ugh.
Right. It's a dog shit license plate. Right.
Because again, that's another thing where like you're sharing information. What do you expect people to do with
You're
that
exactly right.
information?
You're exactly right. What
Like-
do you expect people to do?
Yeah.
Right.
There's no other reaction other than ugh.
Right. Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, this makes me think of something that I saw that I haven't done a little, and I need to do a little research. You want to go on a journey with me, but while I do a little bit of research on air?
Of course.
Okay, all right.
I would never say no to such a thing.
We need to find out where the Mazda 3 is made.
The Mazda 3?
Yeah. Yeah.
I have no idea. I'm guessing like Ohio maybe?
That's what I'm thinking too.
Or like maybe Canada? I don't know. I have no
Yeah,
idea.
that's what I'm thinking. Let's see. Super popular compact car, several facilities around the world. Hofu, Japan, Bogota, Colombia, Tehran, Iran, Taiwan. Okay. Okay. All right. So
where are ours probably come from Japan then?
probably. Okay. But it is, yeah. So it's
We'll
made.
go to the Wikipedia because the Wikipedia will have.
Oh,
like,
okay.
it's
Country of
manufactured-
origin. Okay. All right.
Manufactured in assembly.
Assembly,
Yeah.
Japan, Colombia.
I'm guessing it's we probably get the ones from Japan. I'm guessing
Okay.
of those.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Because I saw a Mazda 3 with a whole bunch of anime stickers and a big sticker that said "Made in Japan,"
Oh.
and there was a white dude driving it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, but I think the Mazda 3 is made in Ohio, dude. And I was wondering if I was thinking about this wrong, but
Apparently, yeah. Apparently,
Yeah.
it is made in Japan.
yeah,
Didn't know that.
me neither.
Interesting.
Yeah, yeah, but it was like, I want to see who's driving this.
See, but
You
this
know?
is why, Dave, you are a good online person.
Because I don't snap to an instant
You didn't
judgment.
snap to actually,
Actually,
which is what I do sometimes,
Yeah.
and then I'm wrong.
your car is made in Bogota, Colombia, and
Yeah.
Iran. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Nobody likes that.
Everyone loves it. That person's always right.
It's true.
Is it better to be right or to be an asshole? Right?
It's both an option.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Yeah. Ian, let's see. What else do we got? I think that's about it for emails and voicemails and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we're recording this a little bit ahead of time because I will be out of town next week.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
we went go-karting today,
yeah, that's what I
Ian.
was about to say.
Ah,
We did some racing.
we did.
We did the Thursday night leagues.
Yep.
It went poorly for me.
It did. I think you
did a good job though. You did,
Well, thank
you had
you.
some good racing.
I think I'm getting the hang of it.
Yeah.
I think I'm starting to turn out some very fast, consistent laps. I was in the 116s
Mm-hmm.
consistently.
Yeah, everybody was a little bit slower today.
Yeah.
I don't know what was going on.
Yeah.
I don't know if those carts are just getting tired or what, but like everyone was slower. Even the super fast people were not as fast as they normally are.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if they're starting to get clapped out carts.
I think so.
Yeah.
So I was in the light class.
Well, we showed up early and we did a couple rental sessions beforehand.
we did.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
I brought a couple friends of mine that have never karted there before and haven't karted like forever.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was great. The running a couple races before the race
Yeah.
was a great idea.
Yeah, and you actually really helped me out with your advice on through the S's.
Oh, good. Yeah.
I completely got that figured out.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
So what were you doing before? Were you just slowing down too much?
I was slowing down too much, so I was coming out of that downhill sweeping right-hander,
Mhm.
right? Then you tuck back up kind of
Yeah.
into that turn, and then you just stab the brakes, rotate the cart, and it's a straight line out.
Yep.
Yep.
That's exactly right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
So what happened was I was behind Dave on one of the practice heats that
Yep.
that we did,
Mm-hmm.
and I was kind of slowly gaining on you, but then
Yeah.
we got to that section, the S's,
And you just reeled me in.
I just reeled you in. Like I took a huge chunk out of
Yeah.
you. Like I got probably 20 yards on you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just like that tiny section, which is only
Oh yeah, 40 yards maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then I ended up passing you on the next corner
Right. Yeah.
because of that.
You can carry speed through there if you set it up right. Yeah.
Right. And so I told you that after we
Mhm.
got done, and then you changed stuff. And
Yeah.
then,
It took me a while to work through it,
and then you beat me that next one.
I did. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Terrible.
Bad cards. I did. I actually did beat you.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
You
It
did.
Didn't even occur to me.
And then when the racing started, so
Yeah.
I got sorted into the light class.
Yep,
You got
yep.
sorted into the heavy class.
Well, yeah.
And
And then
So
I
you
didn't
went
know
first.
they combined all the classes at the end.
right, yeah, it's just
Yeah.
whoever has the best points finish
Right.
is
Overall. Gotcha. Okay.
So that you each get there's a warm up race and then there's 2 heats.
Yep. 2 10-minute heats.
So you draw for position. It's
Yep.
a standing start, win by position, and you draw to see where you're starting.
Right.
And so you drew
Number 9
Number
out of
9.
11 people.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
so-
not a great starting position for the first race.
No, much better for the second.
Yeah. And you finished 4th the first race?
I finished 4th the first race and 5th the second race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did really great.
Thank
man.
you. Yeah.
That was awesome. And you had some really good battles, and you didn't like lose your head or anything like that. You stayed aggressive. It was good.
Thank you.
You
Yeah,
had some good racing.
I did overdrive a touch at a couple moments when I was
Mhm.
trying to reel somebody in.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah, yeah. And I did successfully defend somebody that was behind me that was gaining on me for a little bit, and I must have just gotten quicker.
Yeah.
I did have to shut the door on them one time on the big straightaway, coming downhill into the sweeping turn. I just went in early to protect the line.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's allowed. You were they were faster than you, and you did a really good job keeping them behind you.
Thank you.
I fared slightly less well. So the first race I started 14th and finished 7th, which
Right.
was pretty good.
Yeah, that was
So there
great.
was, I think 15 or 16 people in my heat.
I think 17. Yep.
No, I think it was 15.
Okay. Okay.
So I drew 14.
Okay. Yeah.
And there might have been 16. I can't remember.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Then you started second place.
then I started in second place on the second race.
And
So in the first race, I do want to say, so I made up a ton of ground on the start on the
Right.
first race.
yeah.
And I was running pretty far up there by about halfway through the first lap, and my heat was just carnage on the first lap.
It was. Oh yeah. So you guys had 3 carts that were completely off the track.
Yeah.
By the end of the race, people like abandoned. One person went off in turn 1 and like went
Yeah,
down the
way
hill.
off.
Yeah, that's
Well,
a
and then-
dangerous turn.
Well, and then my strategy for turn 1 is to keep the gas flat and then just like tap the brake before you do the turn in.
right.
So I was doing that, and
Right.
an employee ran across the track
Yeah.
on the exit. Did
Yeah.
you see that?
Yes.
And I was like, "Oh my god! Like I'm gonna run a pedestrian over
Right,
on the
right.
go-kart track."
Yeah. They never yellow flagged that corner.
Yeah, it was weird,
Yeah,
right? And that's
yeah.
like it was like kind of in the firing line, like
It was absolutely in the fire line.
They-
The person went off and stopped there.
definitely should
Anybody
have been
else
yellow
could
flag.
have. Yeah.
But what happened to me in that first race, on the first lap, I had made up a ton of ground. I was doing really well, and on the first lap, it was like 3/4 of the way through the first lap. There's a hairpin, and it's always just a mess there.
Okay.
But 2 or 3 people had come together someplace in the pack ahead of me,
Right.
and one person had spun off to the outside of the hairpin, which is a pretty common place
Right.
that people go
Yep.
off because, the go-karts only the brakes are only on the rear axle, so
Yep.
people spin a lot.
Yep, yep.
When they're
They keep trying to brake as they're heading into that turn,
Right.
and it just whips you around.
well, especially if something's happened in front of you, it's easy to
yeah, you stab the brakes quick, and you're trying to turn out of
Yeah.
the way. You just spin.
So someone had spun off and went way off to the outside, but they were kind of like off on like the top of it. Or
Oh
whatever.
yeah, yeah. It was almost like they kind of just went right off. Yeah.
Right. And so I was following a pack. I was in a pack of people. Like we were probably like 3 or 4 wide.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there was 2 people that were
Yeah.
stopped in the exit of the turn
Right.
that had spun, and then this other guy who had also spun. So I'm following cars, and a car moves out of my way,
Right.
and I am just met with someone coming straight towards me.
Yeah, they were trying to drive back onto the track.
Yeah, and so they were driving the wrong way on the track to get back on, and they were like on the gas, and so like we hit head to head,
Dude.
just dead on, like it hurt.
Yeah. Yeah.
But fortunately, I like glanced off and kind of got pointed back onto the track, so I just kept going.
Okay.
But it didn't feel great.
Wow.
Kind of hurt.
Yeah.
I'll be feeling that tomorrow.
Yeah, no kidding.
So when you spin off,
Yeah.
come back on the track responsibly.
Yeah,
people.
exactly, because that's the most dangerous moment.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sucked.
Dude, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and I was really pissed. Like, at first I was upset because it was unsafe, and then I was upset because I feel like I definitely could have made up more places.
Right.
Because I was in such a tight pack, and then I just was like so far behind after that.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so that happened. And then
Yeah.
the second race, I started second.
Yeah, and I was trying to pull up a video. I was trying to send through a video, but for some reason it's not working. Let's just see if I can just show my phone on the camera of your start.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right, so basically what's happening here, if you're not watching, is
Nope. Okay. All right.
Tap.
So Ian is the second place car. Okay.
on the outside.
This is the start.
And I just get swamped.
Everyone is passing him.
Everyone. I went from second to about 10th
Yeah.
by the first corner.
Yeah.
'Cause
You pedal down. Your cart just did not want to play
Just
ball.
had no clutch left.
Right.
Yeah, you could hear like,
Right.
and
the
then just
engine goes. Yeah.
nothing happens.
Yeah. So whenever I'm dealt a cart like that, this time I got dealt 2 great carts. The cart I had in warm up was more grippy, and then the carts in the races were a little bit more loose, and I was into it, man.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm finally getting like really good understanding of the carts.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what you want. You want one that's pointy.
Yeah.
Because the grippy ones really just understeer like fucking crazy.
Yeah. So like I was doing the thing where on some of the turns, instead of lifting and turning in, I was turning in early, getting the back out just a touch, which would scrub off some speed, and then you're just through.
Right.
You come out already pointing in the right direction.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a tappity of drift.
Yeah.
Just a
little rotation.
Yeah, just a
little rotation.
touch of rotation. Just yeah. Yeah. I felt really hooked up to the carts this time.
All right.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had really good races.
Thanks. I drew good carts each time, but it's really the luck of the draw. But when I'm dealt a shit cart like you were in race 2, you absolutely were, and you still turned out 118s. So you had a shit cart, and
I had a 116.
Oh yeah, you had a 116. Yeah. When I'm dealt a cart like that, it's like, all right, let's just figure out exactly where I don't need to brake anymore.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, you just carry as much speed as you can
And do
everywhere.
everything you can. And I've learned a lot doing that.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah, I was staying with people pretty well.
You were, yeah.
But
yeah.
there's just no like any traffic was just deadly because you end up slowing down when you get to traffic a little bit. Like there's just nothing you can do.
Right.
And then I would bog because the clutch would just slip and slip
Yep.
and slip, and there's nothing you can do.
Yep.
So that was frustrating, but it was still a lot of fun, and I had some really good battles.
Yeah.
Including with our buddy Stefan. That was fun.
Yeah.
Even though he totally punted me off.
Were you in a braking zone and he just hit you from behind? Or?
Yeah, we took a different line through the S's. Like
you pull that wide rotate through.
Yeah, I'd slow down.
He went in shallow.
I just slow down a little bit more through the S's, and I think he just just scrubs speed through understeer going through there.
Okay.
But I actually tap brakes
to
get into the
I
S's.
do too. Yeah.
And I don't think he was ready for that, so he hit me when we were going into the S's and just punted me. Just totally shoved me right off the track. Yeah. And then my cart was so bogged that I couldn't catch him again.
Back to the grass from whence you came, Ian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the sparks.
Yeah.
Hop.
Yeah. And that was the thing. It was starting to get dark. We could see sparks on people's cars.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Our heat was the last one, our second heat, and it was dark. And I had I had my tinted visor on, and it was getting hard to see.
Yeah.
It was fun though. It was a lot of fun.
That was fantastic. Yeah. Come karting with us if you're in Denver.
Do it.
Yeah. What else we got? I think we might have done a car show, Ian. Did we do a car show?
I think we did car show.
Yeah?
Did anyone anyone
let's check
chat us? We didn't announce this
no chat
whatsoever. Hit the thing.
What thing?
The thing.
What thing?
Where it says top chat, make it say live chat.
Live chat.
Yeah, I don't think we didn't announce this on the social medias at all.
Yeah, the
We
media
just did it.
social. Yeah. Okay.
Burps.
All right.
I think iTunes and YouTubes and Twitters and Facebooks.
720-515-1391. You see some weird shit out on the road, you call us.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You see something that makes you happy, call us. See something that makes you angry?
Yep.
You see something that makes you feel groovy.
If you see something that makes you question your existence,
Yeah.
very much call us.
Yes. Absolutely.
Very
right?
call us.
Right? Something that shakes you to your core.
Mm-hmm.
Give us a call.
Absolutely.
If you see a group of cars and you want us to name them for you, call us.
I like it. Or send us an email, teamclearcoat@gmail.com.
That's right.
That's it.
That's it.
We done did Car Show.
All right. We love you, everybody.
Goodbye.